Look at how official we are. Look at how official we are right now.
We are official today.
We had a countdown with music playing.
Everything.
We got a better camera going.
I got sponsors.
We still have our beverages.
Yeah, we do. You know, since I'm driving, some of the things that our people will see up here, I've got to drink left-handed.
Ah, interesting.
Which, you know, our buddies
Are you ambidextrous when it comes to drinking?
Yes. But you know what my friends at Hill Country Provisions say? Never drink with your shooting hand.
That's an excellent quote. Maybe might need to be a t-shirt.
I kind of think
Also, you missed a shout out to Texas Hill Country Provisions.
Hill Country Provisions.
Oh, look at that. Look at those graphics.
I'm telling you.
God, we're legit.
We also want to thank our sponsors today.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsored by Dickey Holdings, LLC.
Hey, shout out to Dickey Holdings. Lots of shout outs already.
My favorite neighbor.
Shout out. Cheers.
They are our neighbors right here in the Hive.
Yep.
They lease some office space in that little co-locating suite. Excellently decorated and very professional in there.
And by the way, we are in front of a live studio audience today.
We're related to most of them.
Yes.
That's fine.
We got
I can't quite figure out where to look because there's a camera here, there's a screen there, there's another screen there.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
Dickey's over there.
He's over there.
Don't ever look Dickey in the eye, though.
Yeah. Dude,
Hey, it's a good rule.
eyes up.
Yeah.
My eyes are up here.
Yep.
Never look at Dickey in the eyes.
This live studio audience is going to go so well.
I think we should have live studio audiences every single time now.
I agree. We are starting to get more than one fan.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we're up to 9.
We have 9 on the.
And everybody
there we
in
go.
here is on it on their phone because I've also known that if I just have it playing on my phone.
Oh, does that count as a viewer?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Dude, we are so
We're
good.
gaming the system, bro. We already have a sponsor
I mean, like
by Dickey Holdings
like a real-
LLC.
a real sponsor.
Yeah.
Like we get something for it.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so now we're officially looking for sponsors for each broadcast of Watch Us.
Here we go.
And you too.
So I think it's important. We've had a week. If you're joining us from outside of Central Texas, we have had a week, literally one full week, where it's rained every day. And a lot of those days, it's kind of torrentially rained, right? Like it's flash flooding kind of rain. And I would say, although commercial construction, there's never really any guarantee of timelines and dates. But this is the first big week that has set us back.
Yeah.
You know, construction wise, where we couldn't get back in the next day. Because everything in this construction kind of timeline now has to have one domino has to fall for the next domino, and that domino can't fall until another domino.
Yeah.
So this week, when we were trying to get stucco on the outside of the building, which is the biggest domino to fall right now, you know, we kind of got rained out there, buddy. So why don't you share with all of our common folk out there? Give us a little bit of.
See how sad I am right now?
I know.
You just my countenance totally changed when you start talking about freaking weather.
That's why we drink.
That is one of the many reasons
so
why
talk
we drink.
through us. Give us, because Josh is acting also as our GC. So give us a little bit of an update. Construction. When can people maybe expect to see some things?
So we had a really good exercise. I don't know if we did that end of last week or early this week. Maybe when did we do the calendar? Was that Monday or was that Friday?
Oh, we started it last Friday.
Okay, and then we sat down. We revisited Monday.
And that went to shit. And so Monday, we had to get an updated timeline.
That's the great part about commercial construction, especially with weather involved. You get everything line itemed out, and then literally the next day, you're bumping all your freaking timelines.
Exactly.
But we are choosing to focus on the positive. Okay, the positive is that every day it rained, we still had subs inside working. We had HVAC here. We had drywall guys here. Cabinets got delivered on Tuesday or Wednesday. Lowers.
I just tested our comment feature.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go. So Matt says, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I can't get audio from you guys. Not sure if your mic is muted. I'll reboot to join again. Let's make sure this before you give all of the update that we're not the only one. Chef, do you have sound? Watch it on your phone for a second.
We're gonna need a responsor too.
Yeah. I can hear them. Matt, then you are definitely the only one.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Hey, Rebecca can hear us.
Yeah, sounds like it's user error, Matt.
Hey, it's not an us problem, it's a you problem, Matt.
Yeah. Hey, but appreciate a little
Yeah.
communication.
Yeah,
there. That worked out well.
And sorry to interrupt, buddy, but yeah, continue.
I love that we can put stuff on the screen now. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities. This is going to get so much worse.
Yeah.
So cabinet lowers were delivered. So now granite guys can come measure for countertops, and then the uppers can come after that. But we actually do have some texture being put on the walls today. If we can get some freaking sunshine this afternoon, stucco will come back. But hey, shout out to Jorge and the stucco team. Okay.
Whoa.
Shout
Those
out,
guys,
because
shout
they
out.
said
Careful.
they would come work tomorrow and Sunday to try to make up for lost time because we got some more rain coming in the forecast.
And as we all know, verbal contracts in the state of Texas are legally binding.
Legally binding.
So says my attorney.
Yeah.
At law,
Also his co-drinker.
Esquire.
Also his brother-in-law. Also
You
his
know-
business partner.
Cheers.
We cross
Shout
a
out.
lot of boundaries,
We
you know?
God,
Just
a
saying.
lot. Sometimes too far.
Hmm.
You know, but boundaries
They
are meant to
can't-
be broken.
They can't be
right?
proven.
Men too.
So we got turf measured and bids in. We got fence measured and bids in this week. So we did cover some ground, and so that's where I'm like, every day you get like some days are a kick in the nuts, you know, some days are a thump in the nuts, some days, you know, you're fine. But focus on the positive. We got some ground covered this week, and we're gonna keep covering ground.
I'll
every day.
tell you my favorite part of seeing construction this week, and you mentioned that our cabinets are going in, is our first set of member lockers have kind of go in.
Ooh, yes.
So
Yes.
after live, we're gonna maybe take a few bottles over there and truly give you an accurate count of how many bottles that each member can actually put in their locker at any one time.
I love that. Maybe next week we can figure out how to put pictures up on the feed so we could show some of the pictures that we have from our from this week.
Bro, I got
Cabinets and
this.
stuff.
We can do picture-in-picture video. We can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, listen.
But you know, there could
So
be questionable
efficient.
things on my computer, so I need to, you know,
Good point.
I need to.
We need to do a good
Need to
scrub.
filter.
We need to do a
Good
good
scrub.
scrub before we
Yeah.
do anything that might be broadcast publicly.
Yeah, for sure.
Says your attorney.
Did you
Give me a
know? And I guess because you are one, you probably knew this. But you're a doctor.
I hold a Juris Doctorate. Yes.
Yes. So you are technically Dr. Pearson, married to your wife, who is also a learned doctor.
She is. Yeah.
You are
Dr.
a house
Pearson. She's
of
an
learned doctors.
She's an EDD, not to be confused with some
ED.
other ED.
not to
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, get rid of those
Yeah.
jokes.
Josh has ED.
A doctorate of education, educational leadership, I believe, or transformational leadership. I'm not sure.
Well, education
Something about
transforms.
leadership. She's a hell of a leader.
Hey,
Okay? That's
the
all I'm
more-
gonna say.
The more you know.
Yeah,
Shout out.
exactly.
Cheers.
Oh, the studio audience is growing. I'm not saying
More
it's,
joining to the studio
not
audience.
saying we're big
Welcome on
deal
in,
now,
ladies.
but-
4 more choices.
Mhm.
Yep. Welcome in, by the way.
Welcome in.
So, couple of questions for you. You know,
Okay.
we're full on Watch Us Drink of Hot Sports Opinions.
Okay.
We got an email today from, and I have to be real careful here. Okay.
Okay. Why so? Why do you have to be
we
careful?
got an
I don't
email
understand.
today from our local school district, Belton Independent School District.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't your wife? work for
Yes, I
school
have
Okay.
a family member there in the
Okay.
school district.
All right.
Working
Also holds a higher degree in education.
100%.
Also very learned.
And also have, and when you get on HD video, you can really see your patchiness and your
patchiness?
beards.
Only you had like a full, beautiful salt and pepper red going.
I know. I can't wait till I
Don't be jelly.
start taking testosterone. Maybe that'll pump out some.
That's
better
another
beard.
hot sports opinion. We can
Yeah.
add that to the discussion list.
So, Belton Independent School District did not, talk about testosterone,
No, they didn't.
but they look at us with the fancy graphics, Tori. I know we're big
Look,
time now.
and that's legit. When
I know,
it pulls
that's
up the
big
comment and the Facebook profile.
Big time.
So now, challenge to everybody: your Facebook profile pic gets put on the screen.
Yep.
So careful what's your Facebook pic, or
Yep.
if you're the Dickies, who knows what their Facebook pic
Yep.
should be. But-
100%.
So
100%.
you got, we all got an email.
We got an email from Belton Independent School District.
Yeah.
Okay. About closing school
Okay.
for a specific day in April. It's not because of the weather forecast, which I guess though
In
it's in April.
Huh? It's January
It's
right
not
now. That doesn't
snow.
make sense.
It's not going to be ice.
Okay.
Most likely not a tsunami. Maybe tornado.
Like a
You-
power
you can't
outage,
force-
maybe?
No. The school is closing, as are all area schools in Central Texas. So this is not relative to Belton. But what I want is your hot sports opinion, because we're closing for a day for the eclipse that is happening around 2:30, 2:15, 2:48.
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Total
So,
eclipse
I have
of
my-
the heart.
Boy, yeah, shout out to whoever sang that song.
Shout
Yeah, shout out. And if you don't know, we have a little drinking game here. When Josh or I say shout out, as you'll see on the ticker,
You
it's
have
time
to
to
take a
take
drink.
time to take a drink. Delivery in the building.
FedEx.
Our favorite FedEx delivery driver.
Is that another waffle iron?
It is.
Let's go.
Shout out
Shout
to
out.
our vendor. Who is this chef that gave us the waffle irons? Not gave us, we bought them. Clark.
Clark
Shout
Pro.
out, shout out to Clark.
Appreciate
we had
y'all.
one damaged in transit, and they replaced it literally a day later. It's
I
amazing.
should have bought stock in Clark before we started making all of our restaurant purchases.
Hey, by
Those
the
are
way,
hefty checks.
William Whitman, whoever that is, said wiener in
Oh,
the comments.
well, he doesn't know how to spell because I before E, except after C, and in a country that ends in Y on a Sunday on a
Okay.
blue moon. I don't know.
One of us is not a doctor.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
saying.
it's easy to. Now I went to school long enough to be a doctor.
Is that Weiner?
Weiner? No,
We-
that's how you spell wiener.
Weiner?
That's how you spell wiener.
I don't know.
Wiener debate.
Just
It's
saying.
got the great wiener
Just
debate in
saying.
2024. Hey, Facebook
no,
friends.
Sarah Havard,
Is this-
now is not a good time to ask a legal question because your husband texted me like a week ago and I still haven't gotten back to him because I'm the a-hole.
Is there ever a good
Okay.
time to have to ask a legal question?
As soon as I saw her name, I was like, oh shit, I haven't responded to Kenny.
Okay, Sarah, we're coming back to your comment
Yeah, as soon as I got you on live.
because I have something to say.
Okay.
And shout out
Damn it.
Marissa. I should have, blurred your name out. This is the best librarian in Belton Independent School District,
Man.
friend of the family.
Shout out to good librarians.
Shout out to your librarians. She has a vending machine in her library that vends books. I don't know how to say that. You can't say sell.
Yeah,
It's not,
it's true.
but it vends books. So shout out to Marissa and being the most creative librarian.
Shout out again.
Dude, your drink is going
Knowledge
fast. So
vending machine.
back to the original topic.
Okay.
Back to the original
the
topic.
eclipse.
The eclipse. We're closing down school. All area in Central Texas. Apparently, this is like the prime viewing area for the eclipse.
Yeah.
So my question is, what the hell's up with an eclipse that it's so important? It can shut multiple towns down.
It's hard for me to understand or appreciate it because I feel like every time there's an eclipse, they say, oh, there won't be another one for like 100 million years. This is like
Right.
a once in 100 lifetimes. And then literally 3 weeks later, we have another eclipse. And
Yeah.
I'm like, are they different? Does the moon go in front of the sun in a different way? Is it a different freaking planet that's coming in front of the sun? Because that would be concerning. Maybe
100%.
asteroids. I don't get it. Because
100%.
I'm just going to say it. It's hot sports opinion. They are not that unique. Okay.
No.
They happen all the freaking time.
And by the way, apparently they blind you like for the rest of your life if
they
you
don't.
look at
Because guess who looked at him right directly into the sun the last
This
one?
guy,
This
that
guy,
guy.
that guy.
them. I know
both
not
of
to
us.
point at you this close to your face
Appreciate
anymore.
that. Thank you.
So me
I'm
being on this
focusing
side
here so I'll
yeah.
see that.
Okay, copy that. So eclipses. What in my head, the conspiracy theory that comes around is we're gonna have a bunch of people that live in their RV that come through Central Texas with tinfoil hats and CB radios
100%.
about the Armageddon and doom of the earth.
Yep.
Like that's, it may not. I hope if people are coming here and it's the best place to see it, great. By the way, if when Commonwealth is open by then, we will have the biggest eclipse party
100%.
this side of the sun.
We don't have to believe
See what
in
I
it.
did there?
We
Yeah.
just still have a party. for
No,
it,
yeah.
okay. All right.
And hey, wear your tinfoil hat. It's for the good of people. If that's the
We're
way you wanna do it,
100%
yeah.
having a tinfoil hat contest.
Oh my gosh! It
The-
starts today.
The best one gets
Yes.
free lunch or dinner or drinks or something. Like it's gonna 100%. Shout out to the tinfoil
Shout
hat
Shout
contest.
out.
Tinfoil hat contest.
I love it.
Best, and you're not the marketing guy.
No,
You're the Juris Doctor. But that was
true.
impressive.
Thank
Like
you.
the cool
So-
Dark Reaper.
And Marissa, by the way, is is I hope you told your school that she's not watching.
Not
from
watching
school.
from
She's
school.
off today.
She's
Okay.
sick today.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Here you go. Michael Dunn, who, by the way, Michael Dunn, member number 1.
Oh, numero uno.
Numero uno.
That's what I think his
Shout out.
locker name should be.
Numero uno.
Numero uno.
Shout out to member number 1, Michael Dunn. Look how it shouts it out.
We're
It still keeps the
That is, dude, Chef's right. It's amazing when you put forth any effort at all. It actually kind of turns
Yeah.
out pretty good.
Yeah. Hopefully our buddy, who was it, Matt? Oh yeah. Hopefully Matt, you can hear us now.
I bet he can.
Yeah. Okay. So
the eclipse
eclipse.
shuts down all of the school districts. Apparently,
Everywhere.
we're just going to be so inundated with weird sciencey people.
Yep. And tinfoil hats and
Yeah.
purple cloaks. That's what member number 1 just mentioned. Yeah. That's who I
cloaks
kind
can
of,
go a couple of different ways. You got to be careful with that.
yeah, because then you bring in like Star Wars and the Emperor and a whole new set of crazy people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then just like cloaks and hoods in general bring in a whole dark part of our country's history we don't want to talk about.
Nope.
So,
Just talking about.
maybe don't do it. Maybe no cloaks. Okay?
Guys, it's fine.
Although one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, Cloak and Dagger.
Dude, I
Bro,
love
The Last Starfighter. Like, let's go.
Don't get me started on The Last Starfighter.
Come on.
Man, if Chef could make drinks instead of food,
I'm
you're
just gonna
empty.
grab a beer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
grab a
do,
beer.
do you think you might as well grab two.
Grab two?
Stubby, stubby for me, please.
Make it 3.
Tori, who is related to one of these, make it 3.
McConaughey's?
There are different types of eclipses, and some are only partial. So this one will be complete and have a period of total darkness. Okay, prove it. That's all I have to say, engineer. And, just so you know, Tori and I are related. She's my cousin and honestly the smartest Whitman in the family. So if anybody would know these kind of things, it would be Tori. And Matt chimes in again. Apparently he can hear us now.
Yay!
The last total eclipse of the heart. No, sorry. That's the song. The last total eclipse of the sun was 7 years ago. So is it that big of a deal, people?
No, absolutely not. It was not 7 years ago. We literally bought all those stupid glasses and stood on my back porch like a month ago.
Dude, so I think we're going to do something besides tinfoil hats to turn the total eclipse into a drinking game.
Deal.
And I'm going to make a cocktail called the Total Eclipse. It's going to be,
Look at
is
that.
there any greater beer?
I wish we could do a sponsor right now.
You can.
Look at how good that looks on the high def
Oh,
camera.
man.
Does it make everybody out there thirsty right now?
Gosh, it should. And you know what? I'm going to give it to him. We've argued about this before. I think even on Watch Us Drink, the Pilsner glass. As an operator, it's not great. They don't stack well.
We talked about this last week.
We did.
The people know.
But damn if they don't look gorgeous.
They're amazing.
Right?
And it just tastes better.
Feels good in the hand.
And it makes, Yellow Bellies, when you're given a good pour from the most redneck of all redneck beers, besides Busch Light and Milwaukee.
Also, they have sayings inside the lids.
They do. Get your hands dirty. And look at the perfect pour.
Look at the head on that one.
Dude, it's going to be like that.
I'm just saying.
Hey, by the way, happy anniversary.
Oh, why did that make them think of anniversary? Just saying, totally lost.
I knew it was your anniversary, and I'm excited for you and hope you get everything you desire.
Like a beer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a Cures Yellow Belly.
Man, yeah, there could be young people watching this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll transition off of that one. But hey,
Oh,
22 years.
22
marriage.
years. 22 years.
She should have left me 100 times, at least.
100%.
So she really deserves all the credit. I deserve very little credit, let's be honest.
Hey, she's also right here, okay, in the live studio audience. So
Just saying.
take it for what you will. But
Just
yeah,
saying.
you're not wrong. You're right about all of it. Hey,
We have now officially been married longer than we have not been married, which is interesting. I know you got there a long time ago because you're
We did.
freaking old.
shout out to Outkicking the Coverage.
Out kicking my coverage.
Yeah, the good ones always do. Oh man, and look at Emma. She's one of our new hires, as a matter of fact.
Yellow dogs.
Yellow dogs.
Dang right.
Yep. I love her
It's
comment.
the
It's the
Snapples
Snapples of beer. See, but this also shows Emma's age. She's much younger than us. Snapple came out much later in our life than
Yeah.
you were a young one.
Yeah.
And also,
Brandy,
that's what she
literally,
said. Yeah.
probably every other comment you could say that. So you got to be a little more timely because we don't know which of the last 10 comments you.
It had to have been about the head of beer. And happy anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah, member number
22
one
years.
congratulates
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Yeah. And then Brandy comes back in with.
Brandy's like, I can't believe she stayed this long. I agree.
100%.
I can't either. But
Yeah.
she's kind of pot committed now because we've decided whoever leads has to take Josie.
Oh.
That's the youngest, the 10-year-old Tornado.
Yeah.
She's amazing. We love her very
Who
dearly.
is not on Facebook, and most likely no young people under the age of 27 will watch this
Right.
at all.
Yeah, it's probably true. So,
Okay, so we've decided that eclipse, the last full eclipse happened 7 years ago. Thanks, Matt Smith.
Okay.
My cousin Tori brought it out that a lot of them have been partial eclipse, but this is a full eclipse.
Nerd.
That's what I'm thinking. And she is.
Just kidding, Tori. It's
No,
a joke.
you're not
It's a joke.
kidding. She would own up to that.
Yeah.
And we will all work for nerds at some point in our life.
Listen,
Because they
oh, who is this guy?
It's our bass player.
Come on.
This guy right now, I guarantee, is up at the top of a water tower in Georgetown, Texas.
100% he is.
And in between TikToks that he's filming,
Mhm.
Danny says, "What's up?"
He's singing like an old Merle Haggard
what?
song or something.
Let's drink to Danny.
Shout out to Danny.
Shout out to Danny.
Best bass player in all of the small southeast corner of Georgetown, Texas.
And a damn good silky 90s country voice, to go along
He's
with
more
it.
of like a 60s, 70s country voice.
100%.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're new to the show or if you just logged in, today's episode is sponsored by Dickey Holdings.
Hey,
Oh,
shout out Dickey
shout out.
Holdings.
Hold your Dickies, everybody.
Okay.
Sorry.
We like hugs.
Hold them if you've got them.
We've got two.
Yeah.
Office next door.
100%.
So
And here we go. Nerds are the best. Actually, with the best of them.
well,
Nerds are good with eclipses, horrible with grammar.
Well, actually-
Okay?
She's saying the whole like you say something you're like, well, actually,
Oh, God. Okay.
and then they correct you because you're probably really wrong because you're not a doctor.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Emily's
just saying.
23 and she's bringing down the average age of our viewer.
Yeah, 100% sure.
Emma, you know what? I'm glad I hired you because
Invite your friends.
that's the kind of sarcastic remark that we need here that you can expect when you come in.
You're gonna fit right in.
It's gonna be great. So I think we're done with the eclipse talk.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's totally all made up. It happens all the
It
time.
is.
No big
It's fine.
deal. You can look directly at it.
Yeah.
We've debunked all of the myths.
100%. Or look through an old-fashioned glass.
Oh,
That's the easiest way to
so
protect your eyes.
as you finish your beer, you can look
Yes.
directly through the bottom of the Pilsner.
Even better, that's the true protector.
There you go.
That's it.
This is such
Science.
incredible content.
Science.
You cannot get this
Science.
anywhere else on the internet.
So we were talking late last week, or actually earlier this week, after we got done crying about construction being halted because of the rain.
Yeah.
And Chef Andrew, who is actually in our live studio audience today,
Whoa.
shout out. Come. Dang, man, I got to be quicker on the banners,
It's a
man.
lot of shout outs.
I'm gonna have I've actually got to get shout out. Hold on.
Dude, it does like the
It
comment
does.
and the shout out.
Here we
Everyone
go.
watch us drink. Like,
Dude, and if we keep shout out, you just keep drinking, since that's the drinking
there
game.
you go. Every time it scrolls across the screen.
We are almost to the point that we need a producer on the other
producer?
side of the computer. Almost.
The hard part though with the producer is then you lose what to do with your hands because without you doing all of this, it would be so awkward.
The
You're like-
mouse in my drink keeps me from pointing and
Yeah, exactly.
Josh knocking my ass out.
Yeah.
If we're being, honest.
Maybe more viewers. I don't know.
So look at this. Look at Jeff Libby. There you go.
Shout out to Chef. Hey. Shout out, Chef.
Somebody knows.
I think if we allow.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Derek Dickey, he's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
East Coast this week. Nerds the candy or Nerds the movie or just Nerds?
Fair
This is
question.
going to be a hot sports opinion.
Fair question.
But one of the greatest comedic advancements in cinematography was Revenge of the Nerds. Number one, not number two, not any.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna
is
talk about
a
that later.
hot Sports opinion.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later.
I would have said like Jurassic Park or Total
Yeah.
Recall
No,
or some of those like iconic
Latest-
movies that really
latest
moved
90s
that
movie.
forward. But
Actually, it might be 80s.
Revenge of the
That one,
Nerds, sure.
one of you nerds tell us when Revenge of the Nerds came out.
Not
I think
even
it
the
might
top
be
10.
late 80s. Okay. So, Chef, we were talking after we got done crying about
Okay.
construction being halted.
Put Emma's.
Don't get fired before you ever start, Emma. Okay, don't get fired before you ever start. So we were talking with
This
Chef.
is the dad eyes
Yes,
right now. I'm looking at
100%.
you.
Yeah, dude, you got it.
Wow.
Experience.
Okay. Oh, there it is. 1984.
Emma wasn't born for any of these movies, says Matt. He's
Did we
right.
seriously hire someone that can and is old enough to serve beer that wasn't alive in the 80s
Oh
or
yeah,
90s?
you only have to be 18 to serve beer.
So
So they could have been born in what, 2006,
Whoa.
2008,
God, I'm so
4,
depressed.
6,
What were
8.
you
Math
doing
is hard.
I'm just kidding, man.
Yeah.
I look good for 47 going on
Okay.
88. Okay. So we were talking with Chef, and he said, and by the way, and I'm gonna, not just because he's here, but he probably, needs it, because I think he's a words of affirmation guy.
He is
That's
definitely, his love language is words of affirmation.
100%.
I'm glad it's not physical touch. I mean, we would probably still take care of things, but
How's that head of beer?
words of affirmation is better.
Just this got off track real fast.
So, Chef.
Yeah, Chef, we were
needs your
talking,
physical touch.
and he said, he proposed this question to each one of us. And he said, hey, can you trust a skinny chef? Is there something that if you met a person for the first time, you shook his or her hand, and let's just call them not skinny,
Okay, like maybe untoned.
and then they said you were a chef, would you immediately think then, oh, you must know how to cook, right? Like,
Yeah.
or I've also heard this thing, and gosh, it had to be in some sermon years and years ago, that a chef can starve preparing food for everybody else. So maybe that could be why they're skinny. But can you trust a skinny chef?
I'm trying to think like Bobby Flay, probably not. Like he's not fat, but he's also not like super skinny. So I guess my question is, how skinny? Like if he's like super fit, like he walks in looking like Aquaman,
Yeah.
probably not going to trust him. Although Aquaman makes some damn good food.
Yeah. And by the way, that's not Jason Momoa. That's our friend Adam.
Who looks just like Jason Momoa.
Exactly.
Who, when we were on vacation last
Shout out.
summer with him, the waitress literally thought he was Jason Momoa. So we kept telling her, "Hey, Jason wants to know or whatever. Hey, don't take pictures of Jason right now. We'll do that later after the meal." We totally played it. It was awesome.
And they took pictures with him when he came back that night for dinner. Oh, it was hilarious.
That was the best.
Yeah,
But
that's hilarious.
so they're like super fit, like whatever. I'm like, they're not making good food. They're making healthy crap, sure, whatever. I can only eat so much quinoa, though. Okay.
That's quinoa.
And also,
Who's the doctor here?
say it like it's
Quinoa?
written, okay? Quinoa,
Whatever.
quinoa, quania.
Couscous.
Okay, wiener, EI.
It is. Wiener.
Somebody's looking it up.
You're gonna make me drop F-bombs because somebody Google how you spell wiener and put it in the comments so I can put it up there.
Weird and wiener.
Okay, Flay is 100% chef skinny, says Matt. And
Yep.
so
Our
Emma
buddy
brings up a good
Elijah,
point.
big bone chefs only.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, but also
What's the deal with this?
you've got Paula Dean, right? She's a big girl. She makes good food, but her food always has 2 giant sticks of butter in it. So I think you can be a good chef without putting 2 giant sticks of butter in everything. Right?
Shout out to put butter or bacon in everything.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Double shout out if bacon and butter.
Oh, shout everything out because then it's a drinking game. Everybody take a drink.
But then you've got like Pioneer Woman, Renee Drummond. She's great.
100%.
She's not super. She's not Paula Dean.
She's what? Yeah.
She's
You know what?
kind of like Martha Stewart after prison.
Yep.
Similar.
100%.
Yeah.
Emma brought up a good point. It's why you don't let skinny people order the pizza for the party because it'll be some frou-frou pizza that puts spinach leaves on it and
That's a whole nother topic.
cheese.
Is
Pineapple.
pizza and toppings.
I'm
and
not
that
ready
stuff.
for that
No,
because that's a whole
different-
episode.
yeah.
That's not just
We're
the
gonna
topic.
have to have Chef on for that one.
We do.
It needs to be a round table.
We do have
Not
a
talking saying he's round. The tables would be all of us.
yes. Well, and this tells you Danny's expectations of his chefs.
Yeah.
He trusts the Swedish chef.
Swedish.
You
No.
know the Muppet.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Jerrod's
I also picture Danny right now eating like a thing of like ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. It's like out of the can.
Yeah.
On top of the water tower in
Way
Georgetown.
behind.
Totally.
Yeah, he's still a little-
Flay is 100% chef.
Oh.
So, and Matt brings up a good point that Emma clarifies for us. Chef skinny and being a skinny chef are two very different things. I respect that because it, you know what I'm about to say. I have
What are you
this
about to
problem of motivation when it
Okay.
comes to
Eating?
nope.
No, you did great at that.
I'm fine at that. We're
Drinking?
drinking. Nope. No
Fine at
motivation
that.
problem there. Working out, getting
Oh.
up, working that
Oh.
around the schedule. So when you look at body types and you look for your answers on TikTok, where all the theologians are
Yeah.
and the philosophers of the world, skinny fat is a thing. And so when I'm watching this video on TikTok,
Is it?
I found that I'm skinny fat. Right? You wouldn't know because I also am starting to buy large shirts and not mediums. That's when I
Okay.
knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Being a chef skinny and a skinny chef, two different things.
Also, Danny says he likes when wieners go both ways. I don't know what that means.
Is it so?
Don't do that. No.
This is supposed to be family friendly.
Yeah, this is PG-13. Okay.
This shit went off the rails a long time ago. Keto.
Okay. Hashtag keto.
Hey,
Respect
keto.
the hashtag.
Keto is just an excuse to eat meat for every meal, and that's all. Which I respect it.
Yeah, sure. It's like a caveman diet.
Yeah, and you know Tito's is keto. That's what I say. So drink you a Tito's and soda with a twist of lime, and there
Yeah.
you go. You've got a keto cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
We're
The nerd.
resolving this now.
Here we go. Merriam-Webster. And who the hell is Merriam-Webster? I know she wrote a dictionary,
It's
but
not
whatever.
a she. It's multiple people.
Okay. The less common spelling of wiener, which means it just became too prevalent to not allow it.
Yeah.
So wieners became too prevalent to not allow them.
Bro,
That's what I
I
heard.
before E, and then all the bull crap.
I still think
It's an
wiener is
exception.
WEI. I don't know what Tori meant by that. Thick chefs, Elijah is
She
thick
meant
chefs
you're wrong.
only. Hey, are more people commenting now because I'm putting their comments on the screen for
Hey,
everybody?
listen, I think technology wins today.
I'm kind of feeling that same thing. Dad bod for the win.
Yeah.
Member number one knows exactly.
Numero uno.
Wait till you hear. Yeah. See, I learned about the carnivore diet from my boy Joe Rogan, who
Yeah.
I'm determined to get this dude out here to film a watch us stream.
Hey, listen,
with us.
either Joe Rogan or who's the meat eater? Steve Ranella.
Steve Ranella. Yeah.
Either one of those, y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome at
Yeah.
our table anytime.
Look at our buddy Derek from. By the way, from Dickey Holdings.
Yes. Shout out. Did he hurt himself? He's in the
He
VA
did.
hospital?
No, VA being the abbreviation for Virginia.
Virginia.
Hmm,
He's visiting Virginia.
interesting.
So yeah, shout out.
Virginian.
Okay, I'm done.
Dude, that's
Done with
nice
the old
to be
fashioned.
global. Y'all are like global.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're literally
We're
literally
We're at least national.
continental.
Yes, at least
continental.
yes, at least
Coast to
continental.
coast.
Okay.
The contiguous United. Is that a thing?
That's a word. I'm actually really
Contiguous.
impressed you
Contiguous?
It means you're all
pronounced it.
attached, right? It
I'm
means
not
you're
going to
all
ask
attached.
you to spell it because that would be a shit show.
The
but-
contiguous United
spell it,
States,
Jerrod.
where the
Why'd you say
48
it?
states, and then freaking Alaska got freaking
Contiguous.
pushed out by Canada.
CONTIGUOUS.
Good luck to all you Canadians.
Mhm.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But man, we still got much left to like. And we are moving up with technology,
Yeah,
Elijah.
thank you for noticing,
Thank you.
Elijah.
Yep. Derek Dickey, also, who I told earlier this week because we share office
Shane
space.
Gillis.
Shane Gillis, I'm going to get him here. But Derek Dickey is a poor man's Shane Gillis.
The poorest man.
He is
The poorest version of Shane Gillis you'll ever meet. probably.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
We're also, good time to tell you, we're still sponsored by Dickey.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out. Okay, so we talked about the eclipse.
Okay.
You can trust the skinny chef. He also asked this question, and this is a hot sports opinion
Okay.
because your wife made a statement in our Commonwealth group text
Okay.
that
This
almost
could literally go anywhere.
100%. Mayonnaise.
Oh.
Okay.
Instant response from me.
Okay.
They
Mayonnaise.
wanted to talk about, hey, which mayonnaise is better,
Yeah.
French's or whatever, and I'm like, all
Yeah.
of it sucks. Mayonnaise is terrible.
And I proceeded to tell Chef, yes, I like aioli, not necessarily mayonnaise. And apparently aioli is just like a seasoned or spicy mayonnaise. And I'm like, fine. But your wife, the Hot Sports opinion was she dips her French fries in mayonnaise. What the hell is wrong with her?
It's going to make us sound way bougier than we are, but when she was getting her doctorate from UHB and whatever it was, educational leadership, transformational leadership, something, they had to go to the first summer they did a trip to the Texas legislature to learn about education in Texas. The next summer they went to Washington, D.C. and did one for the national level. And then the third summer they went to Europe to do the European system of education. Super cool. But while she was in Europe, I say that so people don't think we're like, oh, we went to Europe. No. She was in Europe.
Listen, you traveled to Europe. You did not live, don't want to live in Europe.
Yep.
Yeah, you traveled.
She was at some cafe and they were like, oh, they brought mayonnaise out to the table. Several of the students tried it and they were like, this is actually pretty good. I would have vomited on the spot, which would have looked probably very similar to the mayonnaise that they were eating with their French fries. And ever since, she brings up mayo with French fries. It's disgusting. I can't handle it.
I have to be honest, dude. When you started getting to the educational genesis of your wife, I stopped listening.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be fair.
And yet you still have a giant full beer right in front of you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I've been wondering what's going on there.
I know.
I think it's the left hand.
He
Left
nurses
hand,
the
left
shit out of
hand.
every
It is.
drink he has, always.
It is. So mayonnaise, we've decided. But you know what? My chirp back to the group text. We all know I grew up in a trailer. It's fine. Made me who I am. But mayonnaise belongs on fried Spam sandwiches. Okay?
Okay, I see what you did there.
And I'm going to tell you, if I thought for a second I could convince Chef to put a fried Spam sandwich on the menu, I would.
Listen,
I would.
we're
me,
going to
there's
have
gotta
some
be a-
like event-based stuff. Like, we will figure out a way to get a fried Spam sandwich in the hands of our members at some point.
Maybe we can serve it out of the trailer. And, so there's some continuity here.
I love
see
it.
what I'm doing there?
I see what he did there.
Okay. Member number one says add hot sauce. That becomes aioli. It's not mayonnaise,
It's
Michael.
aioli. Yep, it's not mayonnaise.
Oh, damn it.
Also, mayonnaise can be a part of a really good ranch dressing, which I would dip my fries in ranch, but not in mayo only.
Dude, if
Nope.
you can dip anything in ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally anything could be better taking a little dip in ranch.
Yeah. Fries, good. Meat, good.
Ranch?
Good.
My finger.
Yep. Shout out.
Hey, shout out, friends.
Shout
Joey.
out, friends.
Oh, look at that. You got a full
Look at
beer.
that.
Mine's totally
Yeah.
empty. It's
Dang.
weird.
If only there were other people here that could get you.
Fine, I'll get my own beer.
I would more if I could.
Oh, popular in London, rosemary aioli, just the flavor. Yeah,
Okay.
aioli. That's it, Matt. You've got it. No sour cream and baked potatoes. It's similar to mayo. Similar is not the same, Elijah. Come on. You're with a bunch of learned people.
And it's
One of the two of
similar.
us is
Es no similar.
a learned doctor. It's not me.
Also,
You
fun
drink-
fact,
You drink beer with two hands?
the more we drink,
No, that looks weird, dude. No, Derek.
It was a trap. It was a trap.
He
No,
He trapped you 100%.
no. I'm telling you right now.
No longer.
Look at that.
So I'm telling you, we are no longer sponsored by Dickie Holdings.
Oh.
The old
Because he did. He said drink beer with two hands, and of course the idiot goes, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
At least
we
you
are
can
no
drink it
longer
like
sponsored.
this, which is what I was assuming you would do.
No.
It's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Josie is watching now. By the way, you're not sick, Josie. You shouldn't stay home from school 2
Right.
days in a row.
Seriously.
You make fun of your wife putting chips in ranch. No, ma'am. That's not making fun of. That's applauding.
Also, chips
We
and
applaud.
ranch.
Chips and ranch.
I mean, sure, why not?
If only they made ranch chips.
Oh,
That would be transcendent. Somebody needs to get on that idea.
cool ranch. You got
Amen. God bless ranch.
Doritos.
Oh, well, of course, Elijah Contreras,
Mhm.
spamming jalapenos. Man, I was uber. I mean, I was the stereotypical white trash trailer park kid.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't have money for fancy peppers, Elijah.
Jalapenos.
Yeah.
The ones that come in the can that like takes an hour to open with the
Yeah.
old school can openers.
Dude,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, sorry. No
Yeah,
longer,
no,
Derek.
sorry, Derek.
You did it.
That dicky gone.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
if Doritos,
Cool Ranch.
thinks that they can help with ranch chips, fantastic.
But,
Okay,
where are we at on time?
here we
How
go.
many-
We're
how long
fine.
have we been open?
We're fine. We've only gone half the day.
Okay.
I still have a couple of other things to do.
I literally cannot find a timer anywhere. I'm looking all over.
No, we are right here. Look, 40 minutes. We got 20
Okay.
minutes. This is now
40
an hour
minutes,
long.
and we are 2 questions in to
Yeah,
our
it's
10
fine.
question watch a stream. It's fine.
By the way, another hot sports opinion or question to the sports opinion: what is the best ranch chip? I mean, Doritos Cool Ranch
Cool Ranch.
does have the market cornered. Does have. Okay. Your daughter, who's sick at home,
Uh-huh.
and apparently has a Facebook account.
Who knew?
Who knew? Doritos are bus. I agree with you, Joe.
Explain what bus is.
I agree with you. Bus is bussin' respectfully. So that's what the kids.
Respectfully.
That's what the
important
kids
part.
said
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Mhm.
It just means, hey, that tasted really good.
Yeah.
That's what it meant.
Yeah. They still use it, but they've shortened it dramatically.
Correct. So instead of bussin' respectfully, I don't
It's
know
just
where the
bus.
genesis of that
Yeah.
came from, but now it's bus. It used to be bussin'. And just in case you're wondering, we do have a job fair starting on the 14th, February. Come on by the market. And the 21st, so a week after that, same day of the week. Okay. But if you're going to apply for a busser, we have T-shirts for you that say "bussin'."
Buses.
So just so you know, you get free T-shirts when you work with us
Yep.
too. Damn, shut up, Danny.
Come on.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna apply.
I'm going to give Josh a question, and then he's going to talk, and I'm going to drink my beer until he stops talking.
Are you going to drink the entire beer while I talk?
Prove
Yes, 100%.
All right. Okay.
Yep,
Challenge
100%.
accepted.
You ready? Here is the hot sports question. Travel.
Okay.
Okay, you've done a lot of it, especially
Okay.
in recent years.
Okay.
What are your biggest pet peeves for hotels that you stay at? What are your biggest pet peeves?
Oh.
Are you ready? Because I'm
Yeah.
going to be on a timer.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I'm ready.
I won't drink it with 2 hands, by the way.
Yeah.
And do you know why? You know why? Because we're
No longer
we're
sponsored
no longer sponsored by Dickey Holdings.
Okay. Derek, you ruined a good thing.
Damn it,
Shocker.
Derek.
I just
Yeah.
fired Derek, by the way.
Yeah,
Are we
just
back
Derek.
on?
Oh, how?
Derek's now been released from his role at Dickey Holdings.
He's
He's no longer.
He's
Dickey
not even the
Holdings.
most important part of the Dickey
He's
business.
not
He's really not.
Okay, so hotels, biggest pet peeves. Number one biggest pet peeve is the freaking door slamming at all hours of the night. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what hotel. Okay.
Cheers.
Hey, welcome to manhood.
Well done.
Hey, it's taken a while.
He's back.
Josie,
Mm-hmm.
find one of those in the refrigerator over there.
She's
dear.
definitely of serving age. If anybody
She
from the TABC is asking, Josie is actually an older person that just walked in
Yes.
from the back.
Gray hair,
Yeah, she is old,
lives in a home.
older than dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Slamming doors in the middle of the night. That is like,
Hey, buddy.
like when we are talking about going somewhere to stay. I'm like, hey,
You're welcome.
let's look at a Airbnb, a VRBO, something, because I cannot handle at 1 a.m. door slamming, because we live in the country. And when you live in the country, you like shut everything down. There is no noise. If there's noise, there's a problem. Like you got a raccoon on the back porch tumping over trash cans. Like somebody is driving up your driveway at the middle of the night. Like there's a problem. So when you're in a hotel and the door slams, you wake up every damn time.
Mhm.
So number one gripe about hotels is the door slamming. Number two,
Ooh,
thin
there's a
walls.
second one.
Oh, there's a whole
yeah,
list.
yeah,
Thin
yeah.
walls. I don't even care like what's going on. Now there have been times when stuff has been going on,
Stuff.
but most of the time it's the freaking TV. You can hear,
Oh, dude.
or they're arguing, or they're talking loud, or they've got kids. Especially if they've got kids and you don't. That's the worst. You're like, I left my kids at home for a reason. So noise between the walls. Number two.
So it's just noise. You are an old ass grumpus, bro.
Yeah,
You just don't
100%.
want people to keep
Yeah.
you up past 9.
Give me a shirt that says Grumpus. I will wear it proudly.
Hey,
okay.
and guess what? Shout out. I'm the same.
Shout out to Grumpuses.
Grumpuses. We are grumpy old men.
Mhm.
We may change Watch Us Drink to Watch Us Drink with Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah. The other problem I've got with hotels, this is also prevalent though with VRBOs and Airbnbs, so it's not exclusive, but is all the damn nickel and diming, the resort fee, the
That's my number
overnight
one.
fee, the what?
That's
I'm
my
like,
number one.
just tell me what the price is. Just don't give me like this is $49.99, but then your fees are another $167. Like, just tell me it's $200.
I agree with this.
But then I'll pick somebody else.
Yep.
So I get it. I get why they do it, but it's a total bait and switch.
That's my number one.
Mhm.
And I was, man, my job previous to this, you know, I had to travel across the United States. And you know what else is funny? Is travel sounds sexy to business people that don't travel.
Mm.
But when you get into it and you are traveling every week and you're away from your family and all the things, like it's off. It becomes awful. Right.
You left your family for Disney.
So
We've
that,
got an interesting contradiction, not a contradiction, differences of opinion
Yep.
between
Disney
Michael
brother.
Dunn, numero uno, and Elijah, who has the best glasses
ever
ever
of all
made.
time.
Like,
Dude,
every
they're
time he walks
Mars
in, I'm like,
Blackman. If you remember the Michael Jordan Nike commercial where Mars Blackman, Spike Lee, dressed as Mars Blackman, created this
Yes.
character as his glasses. Elijah is Commonwealth's Mars Blackman.
the dopest spectacles you will ever see in your
Ever.
entire life. But one says, I hate rooms by the elevator.
Yep.
I
The other
agree
one
with that.
says, I don't want a big maze to get to my room. I want to be by the elevator. Now,
Why does it ding so loud?
I get with Michael
Right.
Dunn, numero uno, because if you're by the elevator, that means you hear people outside of your door constantly,
All the time.
all the time. Everybody that comes to your
All
floor
the time.
is making noise and coming by your door. Now, I do also like when I get to be all the way at the end of the hall, like there's nobody that's, but again, it comes back to me being a grumpus. I don't like the noise. So, anyway.
So let's flip it. What makes a great hotel? So I think that's where you've moved. At
Yeah.
least your family has moved to. Instead of booking a hotel, you book an Airbnb.
Right.
So you get in a residence.
Yeah,
You're there by
100%.
yourself, right? Like that's
Everybody
the way
gets
of the
their
world.
own room and their own
Yep.
bed, and it's very rarely more expensive.
Yep.
It's almost always pretty close to what the hotel would cost.
100%.
Yeah.
And VRBO does the same thing now. So the interesting thing to me is if you had to stay in a hotel, and let's take away the noise factor.
Yeah.
What makes a great travel experience? And we're going to call this business travel. Guys, you know this. It's different traveling with kids. A lot more goes into that equation of how you do that. But let's call it business travel, or you're in and out. What is the best thing that you would say, okay, I'm coming back to this hotel brand? Typically, a lot of people are loyal to a brand of hotel because of X.
Yeah.
What is X?
So the studio audience is saying points, okay? Apparently
Mhm.
points. But
Yeah.
I don't care about points if the experience is crappy. If the bed's uncomfortable or it's dirty or
Westin.
like Weston, is that what you
Wait,
said?
is that because
Wow, that was a call out. Like
Westin.
right off the bat, the Weston.
No partnerships with Weston.
No, they're
All the
definitely not going to
They will not be
sponsor.
sponsored.
It's
I was
now-
just
so-
about to say the Weston's Heavenly Pillow is
so awesome.
Listen,
it's amazing.
officially
They're so
off the list is Derek Dickey and the Weston Hotel.
good. Yeah.
So not sponsors.
Yep.
Those two.
Shout out.
Shout out to not sponsors.
Both of y'all suck. Okay, that's what we're
That's
doing.
the best.
Hey, that was Chef, by the way. I love your Heavenly Pillow.
I love the Heavenly
Hotel.
Bed.
Oh,
It's the
Heavenly
best.
Bed. It's the best.
Anyway,
that's just one
So, yeah.
person's opinion.
so for me, I care about how comfortable is the bed. That's an important one because apparently I'm a grumpus. I like my sleep.
Yep.
I also care about the staff because sometimes you go and you check in, they could give two craps. They don't care. It's obvious they don't care. They're not happy with their job. Or sometimes you have a great experience with them. And then like people who do the room service or the bartender at the bar, or like everybody you come in contact with, to Josie's point, the Dominic in New York, when we went to New York, I stayed at the Dominic.
By the way, dude,
There-
I've got to check you here,
Their
okay?
people were awesome.
Because Josie, how old are you? 10, 11?
10.
And
No,
definitely
we got-
not the person who just brought
That
my
was a
beer to
different
me.
Josie.
we got
different
free
Josie.
coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's 10 years old.
Yeah.
And she's referencing the Dominic in New York. Tells you everything you need to know.
Listen, it was a 2-room suite
I
on the 25th
respect
floor.
it. Are you kidding me? because I'm more with Danny here. Texas shaped waffles, which come from Best Westerns in Texas.
Yeah.
Danny, I'm with you, buddy.
No,
I am totally with you.
Well played.
the pancakes came with powdered sugar.
Okay, so Matt has made a list already for us.
Okay, room
Okay.
temp.
Room temp.
Now, that is a pet peeve. If you have set the thermostat where I cannot affect the temperature in my room, that's a problem.
This
100%
points you in a good way, but not where you kick
Right,
my ass.
inside.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
I got
this.
it. Yeah.
So I have. So for my kids, when they are 14 years old, for their birthday, they get to take a trip with dad. They
Okay.
get to pick where they go, what
That's
they want to do.
like a present.
It's a present. Like that is their present. We don't wait till they're 16. They've got to pay for their own car. They've got to do all their own shit.
Not a
Okay, no,
positive.
no, listen. So listen, man.
Give you a bus.
I'm the fun, spontaneous parent, so they'll know I'll take them wherever they want.
Oh, I'm sorry he said that.
That's not shots fired. I got picked my coverage too.
That would be hurtful to hear that.
Also, she better not be watching right now because she's at school being principal.
Well, she'll watch it later.
There's no doubt.
I'll fast
But
forward to this part for her.
So Cohen, who is now a freshman at Tarleton, and I think either going to A&M or Tarleton, successful kid.
Hey,
So for his
Whichever
14th
path you
yeah,
choose, you're successful,
That's right.
buddy. Good job.
whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Don't.
Anyway,
Maybe
just
I
me
can't-
on the-
I'm not. That's another
Okay,
rant.
yep.
Okay. But for his 14th birthday, he was into lacrosse, still a lacrosse player. He wanted to go watch the PLL, the Premier Lacrosse League that had just came out. And so we went to Chicago.
Okay.
Okay. This was his first flight. This was his first stay in like nice hotel. And when we walked in, I said, there's certain lessons where I look at my kids and I'm like, listen, this is one of those things that you need to take from me. Okay. There's not a lot of those,
Okay.
but there's a couple,
Okay.
and there's one thing. When you go to a hotel, you go to the thermostat and turn it down as far as it can go because you don't pay for that
You didn't
electricity.
pay for that electricity,
It's
bro.
the one thing they
Cold
don't charge
as you
you
can be.
extra for, and nickel and dime use
Yeah.
for extra. So you turn that bitch down as far as
Yeah.
it can go.
Because there's nothing better than being snuggled up under a
Yes.
warm blanket when it's super cold in a hotel room.
God, yes.
That's bad. I mean,
That's
there are
it.
probably other things better, but that's
There may be, but
It's
at
great.
our stage in life,
It's great.
there may not be. A peaceful, quiet place to sleep, cold air
Cold air,
conditioning,
yeah.
and warm covers.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So
I
Matt,
also don't understand why hotels have 74 pillows on every bed.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You're like, oh, we got 74 pillows. That's a selling point. It's really not.
It's
'cause I
not.
sleep with one. I take the other 73 and they're on the floor.
dude, you're a one pillow
pillow.
sleeper.
That's another great topic.
It is.
How many sleeper are you?
Two. My neck is at a right angle when I sleep.
No.
Two
Absolutely
giant
not.
pillows, right angle.
That's back to your time in college when that
That-
was important for other stuff.
No.
But just for comfort level, one pillow, all you need.
Yep. Freaking doctor.
Yeah.
He's the doctor
Just
making
telling you.
cracks like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got room temp, which I agree with, bedding,
Yeah.
sheets, pillows when it's business travel, and restaurant bar.
I was
So
going to say number 3 is important.
I am with Matt because when you are business travel and you get to the hotel after a long day of work, it's hard. I used to work for a golf course management company, so I'd have to spend all day at a beautiful golf course and then go back to the hotel.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
Life is hard.
Why would
By
you
the way,
leave that?
By the way, so my Coors Banquet, luck is hard work residue. I'm about to get that tattooed somewhere.
Hey, shout out to Residue.
Yep, shout out. No, no, I take that back. There's no shout out to residue.
Oh, I already drank to it.
Whatever. I'm drinking because it's the rule, but not because I agree with the shout out.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. So, what the hell are we talking about?
You were going on some
I was.
rant
Oh,
about
pillows.
oh, it's
The number of
important. I
pillows.
was at a golf course.
Yeah. So that was important to me. I don't want the decorative pillows.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's funny about
Marriage?
you ladies out there,
Oh,
particularly early in the marriage. Okay, particularly early, where you become roommates for the first time ever with this person, I hope, and you feel the need to put 84 pillows, 2 of which are serviceable for actual sleep.
yeah. Only 2.
Only 2.
Yeah.
Okay. But so back to the original argument at hand, I'm a 2 pillow sleeper,
Okay.
and they're thick pillows that are now, what's the
Tempur-Pedic or no?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the word I was
Okay.
searching for.
All right.
So the one that your melds to your head shape,
Molds.
molds.
Okay.
Meld is a thing.
Yeah, you could probably spell it that way. It'd be fine. It's
No, no.
cleaner.
Mold is a no-no.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Elijah's five pillows.
Five? How do you even use five? Well, maybe don't answer that.
Member number one is a travel diva,
Okay.
and he owns it. Hey, this is a Commonwealth principle.
Yeah.
Just own who you
Yeah.
are. You know the rule about the cocktails.
Yeah.
I can't wait for myself and our team to make for you. Listen, are you telling us to land the plane?
Oh.
We have
Now Chef is
we've
taking the
got
place
we've
of
got
both of
4
our
minutes.
lives.
Yeah.
Land the plane.
Is drink what you like, how you like it.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that you won't be made fun of,
Right.
but drink what you like, how you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep with however many pillows you want, how you like to
Yeah.
sleep there. Oh, looky there. There's Matt, of course.
Okay.
74
pillow
sleeper
sleeper
crew.
crew.
Yep.
Okay.
And
All right.
and Josie, I do 1 pillow flat, 1 pillow angled against it, and 2. Okay, that's
Full
too
pillows?
much.
Question
Really?
too, Jerrod.
My daughter's the same way.
Who pays for all those pillows?
And the stuffies are pillows. Yeah, that's exactly
Squishmallows.
Squishmallows
Yeah.
are pillows.
Yeah. Emma apparently does a very
3
similar
underhead,
this is out of
underarms.
control.
Golly, you guys, man, who knew pillow talk?
I
Dude,
agree.
there's a new thing. There's a new thing.
Shout out to Pillow Talk.
Shout out.
Watch
Pillow
this
talk.
Watch this pillow talk.
Watch us drink and talk about pillow
Watch
talk.
us Pillow Talk.
Watch.
Terrible.
Watch this pillow talk.
If there is ever a podcast where Josh and I are pillow talking, turn it off. The Armageddon is coming.
Yeah,
There's it's awful. The
Yeah.
worst. Okay.
Don't do it.
What else do we have? Decorative pillows are gross in hotels.
I agree.
I agree. So Elijah is a flight attendant for a living, so he is constantly in hotels. He would know.
Is
I
it?
don't
Do we?
know.
Is it?
I don't know
called
that
flight
anything
attendant?
gets washed in a lot of hotels, if I'm being honest. Is it it is a flight attendant, right?
It's not.
Elijah?
It's not a
Answer
steward or a stewardess, right?
No.
Is
It's
it
gotta
flight
be a flight
attendant? Is that
attendant.
okay?
Yeah.
I feel like
gotta
the
be.
names change all the freaking time.
It does.
Who knows?
Goes back to cleanliness. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Member number 1
Yeah.
knows what it's there.
Numero uno.
And our social media director, Elijah, in between our legs, arms, head, sleep on a. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Agreed.
Yes. Okay. We were right. Flight attendant.
Okay.
Okay. One more hot sports opinion. We've got 3 minutes.
All right.
You know what?
We can get through it.
Josh and I we can talk all afternoon.
I mean, seriously.
Then we'll continue.
We ain't got shit to do.
Just keep them going.
Yeah.
I mean,
Our
we
live
do have a
studio.
few things to do, but
You do.
this is way more fun.
That's why you're a doctor. Yeah. A juris doctor.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the last thing I want to talk about today. We put this out there on social media for Commonwealth. I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe. I'm late 40s, getting later in the 40s, about to hit the 50 in a couple of years.
Damn.
You're mid 40s, right?
I'm barely
He's
Barely
55.
Are you 44?
44.
He's
45 this
55.
year.
Turned 45 in 3 weeks.
Oh shit! Yeah, you
Yeah.
got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
I turned 48 in like 3 months.
Damn. Do you have like end of life care set up and
Yeah.
all that?
I do know an attorney.
He's
By the
not,
way,
not a good one though.
by the way, we need to talk about my will and all those things.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you're
So-
actually going to have
Agreed.
assets at some point this year.
At some
Okay.
point, I'm going to have assets.
Good luck.
I cannot wait. Did I miss the wrap up of CW? Was there a wrap up?
Of Commonwealth?
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what CW is.
A
Wait,
wrap up.
Oh, is that like the construction timeline? Answer that question and we'll have Josh give you the bullet points. Okay.
Okay.
Are we talking about babies and kids again?
How did that happen?
Did I ask a question about babies and kids?
Babies and kids.
This is
You were
what
talking-
happens at the tail end of watching
You
stream.
were talking about age. You were
Oh,
talking about
okay.
That's Commonwealth.
So later in life, one of the things that I put out on social media a couple of weeks ago
Yeah.
was our concerts.
Okay.
So sun rises in the east, sets in the west.
Yep.
So the east side of our building is kind of the arboretum. There's picnic tables, Edison bulbs, great outdoor seating, and
cornhole, turf yard.
our
Yeah.
live music stage is out there,
True.
which I am so
Yes.
excited about.
Yes.
And overlooking the live music stage is the member speakeasy balcony. Best place to watch a live show if
Listen.
you're not a member yet. By the way,
Oh, hey.
we
this is
only
important.
have, listen, if you hear one thing,
Hear this.
18 memberships left.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. We
Remember-
cap it. It's a hard cap at 100
Remember, we started with 100.
available.
They said y'all guys for kids and babies.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. So there's 18 left. So live music. I put out on a couple of weeks ago on social media.
Yep.
Why do people not do matinee time frame concerts?
Great question.
And because at our/my age, when you're hitting the half century mark, there's a couple of things
Yeah.
that you do.
Bedtime gets a lot more important.
Bingo. You want to be home at a decent hour.
Right.
If you're going to get out at all,
Yeah.
it's got to be worth it, but
Yeah.
you've still got to be able to get home at a decent hour.
I'm not looking for a concert that starts at 9 p.m.
Yeah,
or 10
exactly.
p.m.
And by the way, that's the opener.
Yeah.
The headliner doesn't
Yeah.
start till 10:30, 11.
No, out.
So here's what I've decided, okay? With feedback from our leadership team and mainly our members, because they're all our age,
Yeah.
right? Is I put it out there, what if we did matinee concerts? What if our live music concerts, instead of the headliner showing up at 10 or 10:30, we start our concerts as soon as the sun peeks over the building and gives the, rise in the east, that's much, right in the east yard,
Yeah.
the sun peeks behind the building enough
Yep.
where that yard and stage is flooded with shade.
Dude, you're talking about magic right now.
6
Magic.
p.m. concerts,
Yes.
headliner.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
The
Love
opener
it.
at 5, okay? We've got 15, 30 minutes for the headliner to come
Yeah.
on at 6 p.m. You're out the door by 8. By the way, we stay
Yeah.
open till 10 or 11 if it's on Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Open till 10 Monday through Thursday. But we will have 2 things that you can count on, okay?
Yeah.
Number 1, matinee. Like, matinee is a little, you know.
It's not middle of the
it's-
day,
it's
but
not.
it's an earlier.
Let's call it an early start concert. You know, it obviously
afternoon concert.
in perspective to the industry as a whole.
Sure.
We're going to start the headliner at 6 p.m.
Love
Sun goes down behind the building. You're in the
it.
shade.
Love it.
Still daytime, you can see. Number 2, we have inside plumbing. So you will be able to use a bathroom
Huh.
inside a building that is conditioned air.
So you're at a concert and you have to go to the bathroom. You don't have to go stand in line for a disgusting, gross porta potty that smells up the entire yard.
Because seriously,
That's weird.
who the hell knows what goes on in a porta potty? And I guarantee if you don't think that they wash bed sheets in a hotel, they damn sure don't wash the inside of porta potties.
Done.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and honestly, a lot of concerts at my age, when me and Christy go out, it's date night. We want to see somebody. Dale Watson is one of our favorites that we want to go to. You better sure as shit have indoor plumbing
Yeah.
for that woman to go to the bathroom. Now, as a dude, listen, I'll pee by the fence. Not at
Right.
Commonwealth.
Yeah. No, definitely not there.
It's-
Has not happened already
Ever.
for sure.
So hold on, we're out of focus. So it's focusing on your glass, bro. So you've got to bring it back. There we go. Focus perspective.
Do I need
Can't
to
put
put my
the-
face-
Yeah, there it is.
Okay,
there
we
it is.
go. Got it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yep. Okay, Danny. Well, Danny is a musician. You don't get up that early. You don't get up by 6 p.m. And by the
You
way,
have a problem.
while we will have the Gabriel River Band, the Alibis won't play here. Maybe pre-opening events. Pre-opening event only. That's the
Okay.
only time I'll agree to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
But you can get here by 6. The tour bus can roll in by
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Okay? Dinner, then a show.
Yep.
Here's point number 3 for concerts at Commonwealth.
Okay.
Most of our concerts, I'm going to say most because you never say no.
Right.
Most of our concerts will include, did I mispronounce that?
Oh, get near the end.
And then you burped in the middle.
I
So.
did. Most of our concerts will include dinner and cocktails. Okay?
Yep.
And it won't be an individual price. It'll be a price for 2 people.
Yep.
Okay. So bring your spouse, your buddy, your whomever.
Significant
Okay?
other, cousin, your brother-in-law.
Sarah Havard, don't call her Harvard, is 100% in agreement. She's a fellow.
Did Sarah
old
leave
person.
to go have lunch and come back and still make it for the tail end?
We're an hour and
Street?
4 minutes long. Yeah. The plane is going to land at some point.
Okay. All right.
Rebecca is in.
Great
Elijah,
idea.
obviously, in.
Winning
idea from an.
We know.
You're barely older than me. Okay.
I don't know.
If
Numero uno is
anything,
old.
yeah. So, That's what I'm calling it, the Sunset Concert Series.
Elijah, shout out Sunset Concert
Yeah.
Series.
Well done.
Yep, shout out. Oh, damn, the shout out banner was rolling that whole
I told
time.
you to stop it.
Say, that's my bad, Jeff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Post happy hour concert. I like Sunset Concert Series.
Yeah.
Rebecca
Sold.
is sold.
Robica.
Yeah, series. There it is. Oh, and our buddy Tucker. Well, it is a good-looking glass. Okay, he's late to the party, but it's a Pilsner. Yeah. I assume that's
That was
yeah.
literally like an hour
Appreciate
ago.
it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and Emma Robertson, our first bartender. Hi.
Hey.
Fantastic.
work.
Can't wait to pour drinks for you guys at the Sunset
work.
Concert Series. And there you go. You got a shout out.
You're welcome.
You got a shout out by Michael Dunn.
Dang right.
Yeah. Clink.
Only took like 9 episodes. For me to know.
While I've got more topics, and I know you and I could drink beer
Yeah,
and
we
continue,
could.
talking about things. This just saves some topics for next time.
Yep.
Can we just appreciate again? We've upped our game.
We have.
The streaming worked this time, so I don't have to log in on my phone.
Yeah. It wasn't that awkward, like 5 minutes of us talking and then restarting and not starting and not
exactly.
knowing.
Like that.
And you know what I don't like? I don't like when people use the video space and there's like NASCAR logos everywhere
Right.
while
That's
you're
terrible.
going. Like
Who would do that?
I don't know anybody in their right mind that would do that.
No.
Like, come on, guys, let's keep it simple. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a little understated or
Yeah.
whatever.
Less is more.
Less is always more. Guys, drink Yellow Bellies. They're
Dude,
great. It's an easy drink.
So great.
Except
Plus-
for your underage.
It's incredibly
the label.
encouraging. There you go. Luck is hard work residue. Okay. It's
feel like-
fantastic.
I feel like we're gonna have a shirt that has something to do with residue.
Residues
We're doing that.
like-
We are. And, hotels suck.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Get an Airbnb.
Yep.
Guys, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you learned a little something. Hopefully you got some things off your chest.
We're gonna try not to do an hour and 7 minute. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's what the people want.
Dude,
Yeah.
it
Maybe
is
they want an hour and 7
obviously
minutes.
what the
I
people
didn't
want.
feel like
There's
y'all were
14 people.
Okay.
There are 14 people
Listen.
watching right now.
That is 13 more than I thought we'd have at this
No, that's
point.
16.
So
For the another old grumpy guy. He
love the closed
likes stuff.
caption. Also, hey Emma, shout out residue. I don't know if that's weird because she's younger or
I think she's trying to get to like old person sarcasm.
yeah.
There's a little
Okay.
ways to go, but that's what training's for.
All right, well, hey, shout out residue.
Residue.
Appreciate it.
Oh, prove it, Tucker. 24-hour stream. Don't think that we wouldn't. Challenge accepted?
No,
Oh.
not yet. Not yet. We need some more planning and preparation.
But soon.
That would be literally terrible for everybody else.
We could raise a lot of money. We just have to determine what that campaign is going to be for.
Yeah, we
But
would not be
Belton Young
able
Life,
to
perhaps.
talk.
Who knows? I don't know.
Watch
like,
him
we
sleep.
would-
It would have to be watch us eat, drink moderately,
and sleep.
and take a nap
Pillow talk.
in between.
Pillow talk.
Yeah. Yep. More and more pillow talk.
Yeah. Mhm.
Guys,
Okay.
we love you. Thank you. It's always, as you will find with us at Commonwealth, it's for the good of the people, buddy.
For the good of the people.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Cheers.
And we are absolutely against this NASCAR self-promotion stuff.
It's terrible. Nobody would do that.
Who the hell in the right mind would do that?